when a bad road claims the leg of a very dear friend of mine. Are you hearing? You can be walking on your 2 feet like this, but also you can lose your limb in a moment. But when you lose your limb, who is to blame? Do you blame doctors? Do you blame engineers? Do you blame who? I don't know who to blame in this case. But I have a very good friend of mine. He was riding his motorcycle, he was from work and he was tired, and as he was returning home along the pavements of the road, there is this beautifully designed road in Kitgum. It's a nice road, you know. But also the problem with that road is that it is open. The trench around it is wide like this. And it looks like it is a design. When you ask, why have they left it with those big trenches open? Almost 1.5 meters open. Now it means that the only thing protecting you from that falling in that trench is just a small pavement brick. Eh? But it is not guaranteed that when you, by mistake, you error, because the road is so narrow that it can only accept one vehicle at a time. Now it happens that he saw a vehicle was coming in speed and he wanted to kind of go by the side and he slid and entered that thing, knocked his leg. And by the time he was getting up, he couldn't feel his leg. The nerves around that area had died. And they rushed him to hospital. And the sister was crying, I've lost my brother. This leg, how come that he cannot feel his leg? Doctors recommended he has cut off that leg. It was a struggle because the owner of the leg was like, no, my leg should not be cut off. No, 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 no. And was yelling and crying and saying, no, preserve my leg, leave my leg. But the doctors are saying, no, this is dangerous. We need to cut it off because if we don't, bacteria could have entered. And when it goes through the system, it can infect you, it can cause you death. And there was a cry there. The sister was saying, no, how can my brother lose his leg? We're saying that, yes, this is your brother, but if you love him, the only choice is lose his one leg and let's save the rest of him. That seemed to be very harsh, but it was a harsh reality. In the end, he lost his leg because they had to cut it off. But what exactly was the cause of that? The problem was not the doctors. The problem was the road that was left open like this. Why would you design such a road that is as open as that? It is as if it is a grave waiting for somebody to land in it, and you're calling it a design. Please, let us make the right roads, not these roads that are waiting to claim the lives of people. A whole design of a road, it is open. I knew that when they're creating a road, by the side, they always tend to seal off and cover. Now come to Kitgum, it is just left open like that, meaning even when a vehicle lands in it, you may not pick your vehicle together. You will pick it in tatters and in pieces. If a human being lands in it, it is now losing people's legs, losing people's limbs. This is not a good design of the road. Those things should have been covered and made well, not just leaving them open like that. Now you can imagine, if someone loses their leg, can you give them another leg? Currently, the man is working with an artificial leg, but he says an artificial leg can never replace his leg. It is pity. But this is the work of people who design roads. You design roads. The Chinese never designed them. For them, they got contracts to construct, but it is you who designed the road. Please stop embarrassing. Our president is working so hard, but you're embarrassing him by designing bad roads. I hope you learn from this. Do good work. Serve this nation. Do good work, okay? We love you, engineers. We thank you so much for doing a good work, but some engineering works are simply bad. They are not good. Let's improve. Old man, subscribe. Love the story of the day. Love you guys.